Same method, different result. That's polymorphism. By the end of this video, you will know what polymorphism means, see it in real Python code, understand method overriding, know what polymorphism is not, and write cleaner object-oriented programming code. And if oops is clicking, hit like and subscribe. Comment poly if you are following the series. So first of all, let's talk about what is polymorphism. Polymorphism means many forms. Different objects can respond differently to the same method. We call one method and behavior changes automatically. Let's take an example of code saying class user function access underscore panel self colon, and it will print user access. And now we create another class saying admin function will be same, which is admin access panel, and print admin full access. Now watch this. We will create object of these classes first. U will be our user and A will be our admin. Then we'll call u.access.panel access underscore panel, sorry, and A access underscore panel again. And now if you run it, it will say user access and admin full access. Same method name, different output. So let's talk about what's happening here. The admin class replaces the method. This class is replacing the method here. This is called method overriding. The child class changes how the method behaves. Now let's see polymorphism in action. So let's say users equals to, and we'll create a list for user function and admin. Not function, actually it's class, sorry. And for person in users, we'll run a for loop and person underscore access underscore panel. And we don't check the type, we don't use if statements, we just call the method. That's polymorphism. And now if we try to run it, actually let's just comment this out, and it's still printing both of these lines because of this for loop, because this for loop will run both of these classes. So now if you run it like this, it will keep printing user access and admin full access. And if you remove admin one, it will only print user access here. Important note, this is not method overloading. Overloading means same method name and different parameters. Python doesn't support real method overloading. What we are using is method overriding, and that enables polymorphism. Now let's take a real world style example to learn more about polymorphism, and we'll still take log analyzer. So we will create a class named log analyzer and say function called analyze, and then print basic analysis, and then we create a class advanced analyzer log analyzer. Yeah, okay, so we got some error here. Statement must be separated by new lines. Okay, and def, which will be our function, self colon print advanced threat detection. And now we use it like this. Tools equals to log analyzer, comma, advanced analyzer. And then we take a for loop and run through it. One command, different behavior. And it's still going to print both of these statements. Why polymorphism matters? Without polymorphism, Lots of if else. Checking types everywhere. Hard to add new features. And with polymorphism, clean code, easy to extend, fewer bugs, scales better. This is how real systems stay clean. Now let's talk about some common beginner mistakes. Confusing overriding with overloading is first one. And second is using if or else instead of polymorphism. And overusing inheritance. If you are checking types, you are probably doing too much. Polymorphism keeps code simple, one method, many behaviors. And that's professional object oriented programming. Comment poly if this helped. And thanks for watching.